Hanging with the boys. Bow wow, chicka wow wow, buck, buck, buck. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, yeah. Ooh. What's up, boys? First? Nah, I was first, bro. You second. What's up, Peso? Good to see you. What's up, boss? Wait, quit on the UFC? What? No. Dana? Pretty much, yeah. We shall submit ourselves as the most prestigious combat sports athlete. Let's go. Hold on. I'm here. What's up? We returned. Hold the applause, boys. What's up? What do you guys think? What do you guys think of Dana White in court saying that he hasn't dealt with UFC matchmaking or bringing any fighters into the UFC in a long time? Interesting. Will we ever see you fight in the UFC? Text him and ask for one fight contract. I feel like you can pull off a CM Punk patchy mix type run. I'm not gonna embarrass myself, brother. Unless the bag's there. Listen, bro. I will embarrass myself for half a mil. A milli, you know what I'm saying? A milli on the billy, dog. We'll see. Dana White is done with the UFC. Fucking hell. We need to get this bald fuck out of the UFC. We need a new face of the UFC. I'm done with Dana White. I think we all are. Secretly. What do you guys think of Topuria returning? That he's back. Won the court case against his wife with his kid. Now he's ready to return. He's gonna knock out Gaethje in the first round. Order will be restored. And life can go on as we know it. Oh, sweet. We need to get out of the Apex too. Yeah, well, good luck. The Apex is here to stay, bro. They even renamed it to the Meta Apex. So they're really trying to take the Apex to the next level, if you know what I'm saying, right? But fuck the Apex, yeah. Apex from at Fuse, yeah. What's up, John? What's up, John? Jelton Almeida. Not much. How about you? I'm chilling, man. Just vibing, you know. John, did you see what Dana White said in the court? He said he hasn't dealt with the UFC in a long time in terms of like getting fighters on the roster or matchmaking. It's interesting. I feel like a better concept would be like to build their own UFC arena with a crowd of 2 to 5K people in attendance. Yeah, it could be. Yeah, that was John. Look it up. Yep. Whoa, no way. Hey, what's up, Ethan Hawk? Just want to stop by and say Say, Nurmagomedov, get that bum to the PFL. Also, have you seen Armin's brother getting interviews? What? Well, not even a fighter. Yes, it is Hunter Campbell. Ever since he came around, Dana White kind of took a back step, which I think was why Dana White's so mentally checked out, because he doesn't bring the fighters on. Dana doesn't bring the fighters on anymore. So, Adesanya heading my way soon. Who you got? What? Adesanya, Joe Pyfer? I'm gonna go with Adesanya. My decision. I think he has enough in the tank to beat Joe Pyfer. Joseph Pyfer, dude. Come on, cuz. Bird. Who wins, Prime Tony or current BSD? Ooh. You know what? John Dong. I'm going to pick BSD because BSD is a good wrestler. And Tony never did good against good wrestlers. And I just don't see Tony latching up a submission on BSD, as crazy as that sounds. So I'd pick BSD. I'm not going to lie. How long till Daddy Pink retires and Campbell makes UFC media promotion even better? Probably like 2-3 years. He's going to ride it out as long as he can. I don't know why Dana wants to be the face of the UFC still. It's obvious he's mentally checked out. He doesn't enjoy it. So what is the point, right? Give it to somebody who wants to be there. Give it to somebody who's enthusiastic. Prime Barbosi or current Roofy. He's not in his prime yet. I go with Prime Barbosi. Daddy Dana. No way Dana actually enjoys Zuffa boxing. I mean, yeah, if I was making millions, like I would be a drink at home watching these pub spar 10 rounds sluggishly. Dude, Dana don't give a shit about Zuffa boxing. Dana White don't give a shit about it, dude. That's just the truth. He don't care. Mobzor the finisher, Evloev versus Lerone. Unlucky Murphy. Why is he unlucky? Right? Hey, just want to say have a good night, and I'll catch you next stream. Oh, fucking yawns. Alright, man, take it easy. Catch you next stream. We will chin coriander. We will chin coriander. Yes, we will. Get him the fuck out of here. You're doing great, Odyssey Gaming. Thank you, brother. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. UFC lightweight division has a future, but right now it's welterweight. Lightweight got these new prospects. Eventually, John Pork and the rise of Bootyman Nurmagomedov in the PFL, who has 2 fights left. Nobody gives a shit about Usman. Usman Nurmagomedov is so overrated. He's not even a top 5 fighter in the UFC. I think he gets cooked. His cardio's mid. He gasses out every fight. And he's a known roid cheat. I'm not impressed by Usman at all. Now that Shavkat's gone, are the matchups? What are the matchups at welterweight? I mean, they're going to do Islam versus Usman, so it's going to be Islam, Usman, I think you do Prates versus Morales, and then you do Ian Gary versus dude. I don't know, Joaquin Buckley. I don't know, just nobody. Ian Gary versus who the fuck does Ian Gary fight? JDM. Ilia versus Usman at Islam versus Usman at the White House, so they can face off Ilia Islam too. Calling it now. I sure hope so. I sure hope so. Marty Fig Juiceman, the CEO of EPO. Chief Executive Officer of EPO is insane work, my guy. Listen. Shav cockrock my balls. People forget, man, Lerone Murphy's on a 9-fight win streak in the UFC. Yeah, so is Mavzar. Lerone Murphy and Mavzar are both undefeated and both 9-0 in the UFC. Go fucking figure, dude. What a matchup. The battle of 9-0 in the UFC. Who's going to be the first to get 10? Tito versus White right now. Tito would win. Tito would win. That's 9 fights in a row, bruv. I deserve to fix my hairline, bruv. It's 9 fights in a row. Yeah, Tito would definitely smoke Dana. Dana White's fucking like 59 years old, 58 years old. Shavkat will become champion, but once Islam's on the verge of his last title defense, if Shavkat ever fights again, bro has no knees. People talk about Usman's knees, dude. What about Shavkat's? What about Shavkat's knees? This dude tears his knee every single camp. Hunk picked Diego twice, by the way. I did pick Diego twice. Hey. But I'm not afraid to admit I'm wrong. And you know what? It's okay. I'm happy for Volkanovski. How could you not be? No PEDs, no controversies, no ducking. Volkanovski's an all-time GOAT. You got to respect it. No bullshit. Dude's just the man. Dude, your stream ended for me just before last fight. It was annoying. Cody Gore, it's because my internet went out, Brody. That's why. Harvey Dillon, hey, little bro. Why do you love Diego so much? Just a fun character, fun fighting style. That's why. Why is Ian Gary acting like he did anything to Shavkat with his peppermint lemon zest stripper at oblique kicks? Because Ian Gary needs to cope with the fact that Shavkat took his undefeated record AMR, and the way he does that is saying, oh, well, yeah, he beat me, but look, I ended his entire career. So it's just a cope that he lost to Shavkat. That's all it is. Diego got 2 undeserved title shots. I agree. Unc, what's up, big guy? Today I realized how bad Holloway would beat Patty up at the Gaethje. Did you remember Max versus Ortega? That dude, I agree. Max would damn near kill Patty in the octagon, dude. The striking skill level difference, and he wouldn't be able to get Max down. Max is not an easy guy to get down. So the striking difference between Patty and Max is like so vast. Imagine what Ilia would do to him. First one wasn't really undeserved. Yeah, but you could have argued for other people. But the first one was definitely more deserved than the second one. The second one was just ridiculous. But he stepped up, and he took it, and he lost, so it is what it is. Hamzat, how long is his reign? He's going to retire before he fucking fights again. Someone needs to tell Airhead Gary that you can lose in MMA, but you can be boring like the cock I meant Rock, who's injured all the time. This isn't boxing where you can be boring but not lose. Hello, Farouk. What's up, brother? Ian Gary's like so unlikable. That's the only thing. Like, I don't even mind his fighting style. He's just so unlikable. Everything he says sounds like it's like coming off a transcript and it's forced. It sounds like he's reading like pre-written lines by his wife, trying to be likable, but he's such a prick. Second fight felt weirdly weird. Definitely one of the more more defensive performances. I mean, I don't blame him, AMR. You're fighting a guy who's younger than you, right? You know that can drop you. He's dangerous. Volk probably knows in his head that he's a little bit chinny. So he's like, I'm 37 years old. You know, I'm probably past my prime a little bit. I'm gonna play this some more safe. So I mean, you got to respect it. You do. Holloway would hit Patty about 2,000 times, and I genuinely would be worried for him. Yeah, Taptoro or Charles can knock you out, but Max changes you with endless punishment. True. He's just gonna put a beat down of like fucking 300 to 500 strikes on your head, and you're gonna be in a CTE coma. Yeah. The corner sitter Gary? Okay. Where does Piotr Jan rank all time in the UFC, Farouk Duke? I'd have Piotr Jan anywhere between, we'll go 8 and like 12 for me. Volk always been a defensive boxer, but 99% of the fight, Volk was circling around, not jabbing as much. You think he had any injuries, AMR, or you just decided to fight more conserved? Do you have Charles destroying Max? No, Meat Rocket. I have Max destroying Charles. 308 Holloway versus 314 or 325 Volk. I would pick Volk, AMR. I think even an older Volk knows how to fight Max. He beats him. I just think he has Max's number. Islam Makhachev. Islam, I have number 1 or 2. He's right that he's near. If Islam wins his next fight, I have him number 1 definitively. But you could argue 1, 2, or 3 right now. Brendan Allen versus Dricus Duplessis for 327. Who wins? I gotta go with Dricus. I think Dricus is just a better version of Brendan Allen. Better cardio, better striking. Probably not better grappling, but enough. With one more win, Jan's the bantamweight GOAT, by the way. I don't mind it. If Jan beats a Umar or a Marab in the rematch or a Bautista or... I don't mind it. Selena Gomez? Okay. Dracus. We're gonna do the fucking man dance, you guys. Me and Dracus. Bro, DDP disappeared like Navajo Sterling. I know, right? I know. Dricus is still better than the entire division. Assuming they don't grapple him. Just kidding. I'm not going to lie, AMR. I was very disappointed in Dricus's wrestling and grappling defense. Because it's like, although he defended submissions, like he talked a lot of shit about like not being held down in his training camp leading up to the fight and how he was training with guys. He was never going to be held down. And then he had no answer for the wrestling. It was very disappointing. Whereas Buckley, maybe recovering from an injury. I don't know. I don't know where Buckley is. I haven't heard anything about him. Do you think Strickland will beat Fluffy? No, I think Fluffy's going to beat Strickland. Impression of Sean Strickland taking a heavy, nasty sip of water about a spit game about the African man Dricus? No, I'm good. Thank you, though. Appreciate the offer. Thank you. If Mavzar wins, UFC will book Volkanovski Lopez 3 at the White House, by the way. Yep. Imagine. Adesanya would not last 2 minutes with Hamzat, sadly. Yeah, the grappling difference is too vast. Hamzat would cook Adesanya in a round. I agree. Oh my god, guys. We're so close to 7,000 subscribers. We need 29 more. Hamzat sucks. Had so much opportunity for subs or crucifix, but sat in there inside control and DDP's fingers up his ass. Peppermint pitter-pat shots. Yep. Disgrace. People forget Prime Izzy. People forget, man. Prime Izzy, dude. He was a beast. Hit the like, share, and sub. That's it, Cody. Tell him, brother. Adriano Martinez beat the GOAT. He did. Unk, #1 greatest YouTuber in MMA. Thanks, Grizzle. Bro reached and left 7K 5,000 times. Actually, only happened twice, AMR. I haven't been at 7K in like 4 months. Yo, what's up, Notorious? Thank you, Grizzle. I appreciate it. Haven't been here in a while. Found a new job yet. No luck, Notorious. The job market is complete fucking butt cheeks, dude. I've been looking. I have to get something that pays more to what I make now, obviously, because I don't want to go backwards. I want to go forwards, and just nothing worth my while yet. But I'm still looking. Thank you, man. Appreciate you asking. We're going to get something. I have faith. I have confidence. I have faith. I have good vision about it. We'll see. Oh, would you rather take a head kick from Pereira or a right hook to the jaw from Topuria? Well, both are going to knock me out cold. I'll go a head kick from Pereira because I'll just get knocked out. Whereas if I take a right hook to the jaw from Ilia Topuria, he's probably going to break my jaw. Whereas Alex hits me on the head, yeah, it'll knock me out cold, but I think the hit to the jaw could most likely break my jaw. Really, bro? What jobs are you looking at? Any entry level jobs that bad? Yes, I have PayPal, Selena. I don't have Zelle. I have PayPal. Ilya will leave less brain damage. Yeah, but one knockout head kick, I don't think will, I won't have CTE. Either way, dude, I don't want to get hit by either guy. Fuck off. Notorious, I've been just trying to find some warehouse jobs. Warehouse jobs. Bro, don't call me Selena. Call me Evloev. All right, Evloev. Yes, I have PayPal. Zelle, I don't have Zelle. I might have Zelle, but I definitely have PayPal. Hey, Pizzy. Oh, yeah. Does being a manager really suck? Depends on the company. It could be good. It could suck. Whereas Evloev Jr., that's him. The Selena, I don't. ADGAF. Remember when Khalil was up 2-0? We thought he was going to beat Pereira. I didn't think he was going to beat Pereira. I thought Pereira was going to win the whole time. I had faith in my boy. The streets never forget, son. I thought he was going to win the whole time. I never felt so much shock when Khalil dropped him off. I know it was like a flash knockdown. That was scary, I'll be honest. I was like, oh shit. We're about to get finished. We're done. But came back and cooked Khalil's bit. Dude, Khalil took so much damage in the Alex Pereira and Yuri Prohaska fights. Bro might want to consider retirement. Because that is a scary amount of damage for 2 fights. Do you think Gaethje would destroy Patty? Did I think? No, I picked Patty. I thought Patty was going to be able to get the grappling going and submit him, but I always thought Meat Rocket, even if Patty went out there and destroyed Gaethje, I still would have thought he had fraudulent skills because he would have still been beaten up on old guys. So the fact that he lost to Gaethje shows that he's even worse than I thought he was. I also thought Corey would win. Marab after the first 2, I need to stop jumping to conclusions so fast. I know it's so easy to, though. I get it. Rank this fight card. Poatan gone for the heavyweight belt. Co-main, Sandhagen O'Malley. Features Armin Benoit, Quinlan, Michael Chandler, Waldo, Volkov. Bro, that's like a 8.5 or 9 out of 10 best stock. That's a really, especially for Paramount, that's a really good card, brother. 8.5 or 9. Armin BSD would be co-main. Yes, sir. Never got a Volk fight wrong. Never got a Volk fight wrong. Lucas Tracy, by the way. Lucas Glazy. Did anybody watch Lucas Tracy's GOAT video movie? I didn't watch it. Bro dropped a movie on the GOAT list. You're crazy for picking Patty? I know, PG. I guess I am, dude. But it is what it is. I got the main event curse on me. Can't get a main event right. We need to pack it up soon. Can't win them all, brother. Patty the baddie lad. Fucking little cunt, yeah. Orman BSD for the real title. NY St. Ballsack. Remember when I was getting gangbanged in the Unk Discord server for saying Gaethje will win after I swore Chandler will sleep Patty and I'm a Patty hater? No, AMR. I don't remember any of that because I'm not really in the Discord server like that, so I don't remember that. Rush versus Prado? What? Who you yapping about, brother? What you laughing for? What you laughing for? I'm being serious. Unk dropped the Discord server again? No. Not dropping it. I'm tired of dropping it. Somebody else do it. I'll drop it at the end of the stream. Not right now. Kind of happy for Ilia. Yeah, good for him and his kid, man. That's good news. It was 9 months ago. Unk, you, Chad King, Chaz Potato Head were calling me a moron for picking Chandler and calling me even more stupid for picking Gaethje. Oh, yeah, I remember that. I definitely was calling you an idiot for picking Chandler. Because Chandler is so much worse than Gaethje. Oh my god, Chandler's awful. Thoughts on Gene breaking up with Rufy? Sad. Sad, man. We need them to come back together. We need it. Please. Please. Oh, shit. Quinlan Salkill will fight Benil Dariush next. Gonna smartly match him up in the ranks. Benny's the chinniest and easiest fight, number 12. Give him LCU at the top. Or they might want to take it slow with him. I don't know, but I think he would cook Benil Dariush at this stage in his career. Hot take, the UFC White House card will be massively disappointing. The octagon in the middle of a field looks odd as fuck. They're tiny crowds of billionaires and celebrities without the loud cheers. Yeah, you're probably right. Best stock in Canada. The best part about it will be that the fights are insane, but outside of that, yeah, the atmosphere is going to be kind of trash. Am I wrong for wanting Gaethje to retire? No, I want Gaethje to retire too. He's not beating Topuria. He did not beating Armin. He's not beating Charles. Like he beat Patty, yeah, but it's like, dude, he literally loses like half the top 10. It's embarrassing, and he's an interim champ. People forget, man, the mod duels in Prime Uncle chat was crazy. I remember that long time ago. See now, Dariush will show levels. There's levels. What the fuck happened to my voice right there, brother? Can UFC sell out at stadiums? If they did in Barcelona for Topuria, I'm sure. I don't know. Dana White said it's too hard to get stadiums because you have to book them like months and months and like 6 months in advance. That's why they don't try. Chechnya, what's up? How the fuck is Shavkat getting injured? According to what I've heard, Luxray, is that his left knee has like his ligaments are all fucked in his left knee like really bad, so it shreds a lot easier. So he just continues to get injured anytime he has any adversity on his knee. Dariush coming for the title. Yeah. Bro got KO'd in 16 seconds. Dariush needs to retire before he takes more brain damage. I'm a white boy and I'm Jack. Deal with it. Shavkat rub his balls, as my high school coach used to say. Don't jerk off for 2 weeks before the big game. Okay. Bro said it was a fluke. Bro, that's the 5th time he's been KO'd in the UFC. It ain't no fluke. Even though I know you're trolling. Dude, I don't get these athletes that get injured 24/7 like how do just sit the fuck down. Sometimes it's genetics. Sometimes it's just mismanagement of fighters. It's a little sad how Gaethje doesn't see it how we see it. He's a fighter, so he probably thinks different. But we are perspective. Ilia can literally do whatever he wants. Yeah. Ilia can literally ask Justin, how do you want me to finish you? And probably do it. If Ilia points to the ground at the beginning, Homer Simpson Gaethje would be the only fighter dumb enough to take the bait, and he would get KO'd. You would get KO'd. BSD destroyed by Moicano. Dariush beat Moicano, and BSD beat Dariush. Oh my god, dude. MMA math is insane, dude. MMA math, am I right, dude? Wow, dude. Oh, shit. If Gaethje wins, what will you do, Unc? I might just retire from predicting fights and just concede that I don't know shit about the sport and I never did. That might be the only fucking route I can take. So, yeah. That's it. Moicano BSD rematch? Sure. What is Gaethje's game plan for Ilia? That's the thing. It's probably just to fight extremely safe, and then he'll get caught and he'll get knocked out. Everyone would pick him, to be fair. Pick who? BSD? Yeah. People would definitely pick BSD to beat him in the rematch. Lerone, Mavzar picks. I'm going to go Mavzar by decision. I think Mavzar out-grapple Lerone to a decision. I don't think Lerone's grappling's really been tested all that much. So I think Mavzar will be able to get him down and kind of just ground and pound him here and there to a decision. If you think about it, Justin has the perfect style to beat Ilia. Just chuck up a head kick and KO Ilia. Yeah, it's easier said than done, bro. Just because he got caught with a head kick earlier in his UFC career doesn't mean all of a sudden it's like his kryptonite. If that's the truth, where's all the head kick knockouts? Also, Justin has one head kick knockout in his entire UFC career. It's not like he head kicks everybody. So does BSD beat Armin? Armin beat Benil. Benil. All right, buddy. Calm it down. Gaethje has old man strength. Sure. Yeah, he does. Dude, BSD does not beat Armin. Can y'all stop encouraging that? Nah, Armin will win. Benoit Saint Ballsack. Where is BSD better than Armin? Nowhere. Armin's faster. He's a better wrestler. He's a better grappler. He's a better striker. I think Armin's literally a better version of Beneil Dariush. just cleaner, more technical everywhere, and younger, and just better all around. Oh, yeah. Can you guys stop doing MMA math? Doesn't MMA math is relevant. Reyes Walker. I'm gonna go Walker. I'm gonna go Walker. Call me crazy, chat, but I think Walker's chin might be better than Dominic Reyes' chin at this point. I really do. Dominic Reyes should probably retire. He should just pack it up. Yo, why is Unk's name on Battlefield and what? That's not my name on Battlefield. And Flank, it's not. My name on Battlefield is the Bunster. Which UFC fighter has the hardest route to the title? Dustin, Habib, or Marab? Had the hardest route to the title? Definitely not Habib. He didn't fight nobody before he fought for the title. I'll say Marab. Marab fought a lot of killers. Not Dustin. Dustin fought good fighters too, but I say Marab. MVP just didn't care about his number 7, and Dustin got 3 title shots. MVP just didn't care about his number 7 middleweight rank in the world. He's not ranked there anymore. Instead, number 15 at welterweight due to Shavkat being removed, and he's fighting fucking Sam Patterson, dude. Come on. What is the UFC doing? Do you think Michael Morales has a chance of pulling the greatest upset in UFC history? Yeah, he does. He's massive and he's dangerous. He definitely has a chance. I do agree Charles did beat Armin, but what did BSD beating Hooker have to do with anything? Oh, talking to him. Got him. RDA Michael Johnson when he was ranked. Barboza. Yeah, but I don't rate those. That's not exactly a murderer's road to get to the title. I'm sorry, bro. Michael Johnson. RDA, yeah. I've always thought RDA was kind of mid. I don't know. I think Habib had a pretty easy route to the title. It was impressive that he did it undefeated, though. Dude, Barboza always been mid as fuck. I don't care. I mean, he has a ton of losses, and it feels like Barboza's been the same fighter forever. Like, he's never really leveled up, right? He's just been a good striker. You're talking about Paddy Pimblett? No, not talking about Paddy Pimblett. People forget, man, Anthony Pettis was that Louis champion on that fucking Wheaties box. Yeah, that feel, yeah. Michael Morales posted a picture of his weight a couple of days ago. He's weighed 221. So he's 51 pounds above the welterweight limit. Wow. That is crazy. Bro's like 20% higher than he, 22, 23% higher than he should be or some shit. That's crazy. That's insane. 212? Oh, okay. Light heavyweight, yeah. Gary has a better chance against Islam than Morales. I don't care. Interesting. And what's your logic behind that? You don't think Ian Gary would get out grappled? Because Ian Gary's a lot smaller than Islam, so Islam can grapple Ian Gary a lot easier than he would be able to be Morales. Plus, Morales has got like a judo background, pretty successful one too, and he's massive. Ian Gary's not a massive welterweight; he's a small welterweight, average size, right? So I think that Islam would have an easier time grappling Ian Gary than he would Morales. You don't think Morales is going to be able to get up if he gets to his back? Yeah, I mean, ultimately we'd have to see, but yeah, it's possible. Smaller in what way? Just like small, like thickness, right? Like Ian Gary's a bit skinny. I know he's tall. He's like what, 6'3", but he's a bit skinny, and he's not really big for the welterweight division. Pipsqueak, who you got? Lou Diamond Phillips or Down syndrome Michael Morales this weekend? I don't know. I haven't even looked at the fights like that this weekend, dude. I'll be honest. I've just been chilling, man. Cancer or Pratos? What? I've seen Carey on the ground against Shavkat and look good. Yeah, that's true. We'd have to see. Islam might get a boner grappling with his Zesty guy like Morales. Okay. If Morales went up to fight Fluffy, who wins? I'd probably pick Morales, lighter man skill. Morales is an Ecuador national wrestling champion, has judo background. It ain't going to be easy for Islam. What I said, brother. Cody Gore, bro. Spell the fighter's name right. Pratos? His name's Prates. He smokes a ton? Yeah, he chain smokes like fucking 10 cigarettes a day. Gaethje chins Ilia? Yeah, and I become the president, and I changed my YouTube to fucking Epstein Files MMA. Yeah, you know, dude. All this is going to happen, 100%. Is Morales big as Alex Pereira middleweight? I don't know. Going back and watching some old Morales, sometimes he just wings a shot and leaves his hips open. I don't like that. Yeah, but he would prepare accordingly for Islam. He'd fight a lot safer. Pratos. People forget, man. Carlos Pratos. Morales KO Ian Gary. Ian and Gary, lad. Who the fuck is Ian Gaethje, lad? Is that the fucking cook that fucking sits in the chair like a little fucking posh boy here? Yo, can somebody cash out me 20 grand? I'm trying to see something, boys. No, I'm joking. Morales. How good do you think Usman or Magomedov is? I don't think he's as good as the other fighters in the lightweight division in the UFC. I think he loses to Topuria. I think he loses to Arman. I think he loses to Charles, and he loses to Max, and he probably beats everybody else. But he's not championship level in the UFC, I don't think, in my opinion. I think his cardio is a bit mid, and he clearly has insecurity about his skills because he's popped for roids before, so that tells you. So, yeah, I don't really look that high of him. However, me saying that, I do think both of them are a potentially hard fight for Islam. I want to see Islam fight people taller and longer than him that make him have to close the distance. Yeah, Luxury, I'm excited to see either fight. I just want to see Islam challenged, and I don't think fighting a 39-year-old Usman is a challenge, so I'm very disappointed that that seems to be the fight they're going with. Fuck Kamaru Usman. This guy's 1-3 in his last 4. He's extremely inactive. He's had like one fight in the last 2 years. Fuck that. Usman versus ZM and Rufy? He'd probably beat Rufy. Probably better grapple him. ZM, that'd be a good fight. I'd probably pick Usman by decision. I'm going to take you to the 7th layer of hair. Please do. We'll see if we find my dad there. I think Usman beats Max and Charles, but it's not the caliber of Arman and Ilia. Fair enough. I disagree, but to each their own, my brother. Come on, Usman. Usman on par with Shavkat. Knees are blown. Yeah, Usman's knees have been blown for like the last 10 years. Come on, Usman, man. Come on, Usman. Usman on par. Y'all talking about Usman or Magomedov? Is he good? What's his skill set? He's solid. He's good. If you had to sort out the welterweight division, how would you do it? Let me bring up the division. Let me bring up the welterweight division. UFC.com. Rankings. Welterweight. All right, so welterweight. Unfortunately, this is what I would do. The UFC is going to go the route of Islam versus Usman, which is embarrassing, but this is what I would do. I would do Islam versus Ian Gary or Michael Morales, whatever way you want to go. Let's say they went Islam versus Michael Morales. Okay, then you can do Ian Gary versus JDM, right? And then you can do Carlos Prates versus Sean Brady. That's it. Boom, done. That's it. Uncle, do you think the UFC will take over like the NFL in America? This $7.7 billion contract, more younger age people interested in watching it, slowly rising in the younger generation. I don't know. It depends. I don't know, dude. It doesn't feel like the UFC's on the rise. I know the deals are getting bigger, but am I the only one that just doesn't feel like the sport is getting bigger? Maybe I'm just different. Uncle, who should Joel Alvarez fight next? Now, I guess he plans to stay at welterweight. I have no idea. Dude, put him up against Wonder Boy. Usman's so entitled that now we have to sit through him getting a title shot. Malteser head ass. Yep. And just because his manager is Abdullah Sleaze, he's going to get it. Gary versus Morales for interim or number one contender. JDM protest. Bilal Usman. Brady could fight MVP since he seems to fight at both welterweight and middleweight. Sure, why not? Sure, why not? She's a brick. Hells. Mighty, mighty. I know a lot about you as well, you mad rat. I do. I do. Drop the DC kid. What lawsuit is UFC undergoing right now? Did you hear anything about Dana's testimony? I heard that Dana was saying that he hasn't like got any fighters into the promotion or like did any matchmaking in a long time. But I don't know. It's like the antitrust lawsuit, I think. Drop the DC kid. Okay. Any news about light heavyweight? Any fight? No Yuri Ankh, no Yuri Alberg, nothing? I haven't heard anything, dude. I have not heard anything outside of like what, Walker Reyes? That's pretty much it, right? Lifting weights. Don't be a rat, because all rats get caught. They do. That's what they say, dude. There's a Discord link for anybody who wants it in the chat. There you go. There's a Discord link. Thanks, kid. You're welcome. Sorry I'm late. I just don't give a fuck. Dana White retiring, dude. Dana White's been mentally retired forever. If he left tomorrow, nobody would even notice. He's so mentally checked out. Sage Northcutt got signed to Karate Combat. Will bro ever come back to the UFC? Probably not. Probably not. Bro made his UFC debut when he was 19, and now he's almost 30. That's kind of crazy. You miss trash talking days? Yeah, well, thank Dana White for that going away. Now he gets pissed if guys go back and forth. Vault kills Mavzar, by the way. Yeah, probably so. Mm-mm. Ring ding dong, ring a ding 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 dong. Keep your ears ringing. Gay. Isn't it funny how the first 2 weeks of the UFC this year, both guys at the UFC wanted to win, lost? I know. It is kind of funny when shit blows up in the UFC's face. I love it. Francis should have slapped Dana. I'm sure that would have went great for him. Hopefully forever, John, so they can stick it to the UFC over and over again. Although I don't want Gaethje to be Ilia. That would be a catastrophe. Navid, if he beats all those fighters, dude, he's the undisputed GOAT. Not top 2. He'd be undisputed. We have the longest win streak in UFC history. Multiple title defenses in 2 different weight classes. In modern UFC. Yeah. Me too, John. Me too, man. I've been waiting for that fight. That fight's sick. Damn it. Well, listen, guys, I'm pretty tired, so let me head out of here. You guys have a good night. I'm sleepier than I realize. I'm going to go get some rest. Thank you guys for hanging out for a bit. I appreciate it. Take it easy.